in, on the go in. We about to go in, on the go in, on the go in. It's your friend, DJ Sterl the Pearl. Today's episode is brought to you by Tenergy Energy Drink. The energy drink that 10X's you. Woo! If you had 12 fingers, it might do 12. We might call it 12-a-G. The Dirty Dozen, something like that. But it's Tenergy Energy Drink. You see me rocking the gear. See me, I got sugar-free and regular right here just for you. The Go In, your boy DJ Sterl the Pearl. Y'all come on in, holla at me, come on in. Let's see who's coming in. Let me see on the screen right quick. Make that screen white. I got my boy Nate right here, my producer who makes me look better than I am. He got the screens going on. I see you coming on, and everybody come on in to the Go In, to the Go In. I'm by myself, okay? But normally we interview interesting people with interesting stories, giving you interesting commentary on their journey. Well, I'm here by myself today, so we won't be long, but I got a few topics I want to cover. Let's see who's there. Well, we got Jack, we got Stephanie. What's going on? But the Jackson family, Scott, what it is, baby? My man AP, I see you. Oh, my sis in the building. Hey, Toya Deneen. Hey. All love. Elise, well, yeah, we got some topics we're going to cover. And I'm here by myself. So we're going to have some fun with it. So stay locked in. If you can't watch, definitely listen. Because today's topics are, it's only a few. But I think they are very apropos to what the times we're in. A lot of different times, a lot of things happening. And what up, dog? Herf. So we going to do some things. The first thing I want to cover is what we all dealing with right now. And you guys know every year I do a little recap of the year before. And now I'm blessed to be with Promotions, and I'm able to use this awesome studio with it versus just my cell phone. And just so you know, I finally updated myself to a iPhone. I'm on the dark side, so I can connect with everybody. But first topic I want to cover, it's kind of serious, so me get my on. We all dealing with this right now. We all are dealing with this. Bills after Christmas. Yep. Now, I talked a little bit about it prior to Christmas, and I tried to give a little advice on how to keep the smiles on your loved one's face without having to put a frown on yours after that one day is over. Now, it's awesome. People celebrate how they celebrate. And, the one thing I like about Christmas is the spirit. I love the energy about Christmas because, it's, you can say happy holidays to someone and not even know their name or ever see them a day in your life, and they'll smile back at you. And that's just an atmosphere that happens every year I look forward to. But and then the gift exchanging, which, a lot of people look forward to more than the actual essence of the season. And that's okay. We're human and we like nice things. But I wanted to try to convey some financial responsibilities to each and every one of you that listen to me and tune in to the Go In about your spending. Those bills are coming now, and they're going to be on time. And the creditors, the companies, the banks, they want you to pay that bill on time, especially if you use credit. And your credit report is even more essential now than, that number on there is more essential now than the age of you as a person. But some of us try to, be the one, I'm him or I'm her when it comes to spending for our loved ones and people we care about during the holiday season. And, sometimes we overspend. And unfortunately, I personally know, and maybe you do too, know a couple of friends that may have overspent and, their cell phone is not working right now. They can text you, but they can't call you. They can probably WhatsApp you, but they can't talk to you. And they're waiting for that check to come in to, or that payment to come in to take care of their own essentials because they may have been a little bit too generous with their funds during the holidays. These are situations that as responsible adults and also smile-spreading humans, we have to be conscious of. We have to be conscious of this. It's a lot of ways to give a smile to someone. And if your gift is the only way, or the magnitude of your gift is the only way to give that person a smile, they might not be deserving of a gift. I mean, I'm not sure if they even on Santa Claus's list, if they have that mentality during the gift exchanging during the incredible holiday season. But, it happens. We're human. I'm not judging. I just want to give some foresight on, some things as far as financial responsibility. Now, people that know me, they know I'm cheap. You guys know I'm going to find a bargain. If it ain't on Groupon, you ain't getting it. I can't get a coupon. If it ain't on sale, not for sale, on sale with percentage off. Yeah, that's Sterl. But if you get the exact same item, whether it's a birthday, whether it's Christmas, whether it's a holiday or other than those, if you get the exact same item, you can put the exact same smile on that person's face, and you didn't pay 100% retail for it. I mean, if there's an item out there that is retail $1,000, but you catch them at a clearance sale at 70% off, you saved more than double of what you paid for that item. So not only are the people that you gave the items to smiling, you smiling too because you reserved enough to take care of your essentials that are going to come around 30 days later, no matter what that holiday or gift exchanging moment is. And like I said, I got a couple of topics I wanted to cover, and I want to close this topic with this story. True story, unfortunately, a true story, okay? Now, I'm going to try to stay as serious as I can saying this story, but I know y'all going to laugh. And especially, friends that are close to me in my inner circles that might see this telecast and might be tuned in. Speaking to see who's tuned in, I got Laura, I see you. Oh, man. Tennessee fat boy, I see you, baby. Connor. Whoa, Holly, how you doing? So I'm going to give you this scenario. And whoa, brace yourself. Some of you might record this because I won't give any names. That's what I will not do because the names of the people are not important. What's important is the lesson from the scenario. Okay? Here we go. This is a friend of mine, who I've known for some time and actually tuned in to the go-in prior to Christmas and the holiday season, okay? Tuned in to the show. And you guys know I talked about being, practical and reasonable and maybe even closing your list down of who you actually gift exchange with because the season's not really about that. It's about, the man who we all talk to the Most High through. And it's also a time when we get a chance to enjoy people we love and family and friends. And, that's what it's all about. The high fives and the conversations and the fellowship, But, and some of us have different reasons for the season. So I'm not judging. I'm just here to give you a scenario of a person who was tuned in but didn't listen. Here we go. So I have a friend who has been really trying to impress a young lady. This is a gentleman, very much trying to impress this young lady. He's really, taken by her. She's got my man, feeling bubbly. And I'll leave it at that. So he's been, they've been conversating and communicating for a couple of months prior to the holiday season. And she has an affinity for, nice pocketbooks. Now, again, let me pause right there. She has an affinity for nice pocketbooks. In my family, the women outnumber the men in my family literally 7-1. So I understand a woman's, desire to have a nice bag on their shoulder. But be where I come from, and my mother not being one of those ladies, if I had an extensive, the pleasure of having some excess capital, excess cash to where I could buy one of those real dainty, pretty pocketbooks that all these rap girls talk about, I ain't buying it. See? Because see what I would do, okay, I would actually go get you a nice pocketbook, okay, not more than $150, just so we clear. But there's some real nice name brands you can get for that. And then what I would do is put those G's inside that pocketbook. So you'll have a nice pocketbook. You got to be hitting the mic. You'll have a nice pocketbook, okay, and some money. And then you'll have the money to go get that dainty pocketbook, Gucci, Louis, Birkin, all those guys that them rap girls talk about. And I bet you $5, 5 whole dollars. Matter of fact, I bet you 50 dimes that the money that's in that pocketbook would not go toward buying one of those exquisite bags. And all you ladies that are tuning in right now saying the same thing. Oh, I wouldn't go buy on. I want my man to buy me that. But you ain't going to buy it for yourself. So here we go. I got a friend who, like I said, who's been in contact with this young lady. And we're talking about financial responsibility during the holidays. And he, had as we say, hit a lick. He went out to Vegas and was doing his thing, enjoying the atmosphere, and hit for some money. And so, I'm familiar with that town. So he calls me and says, Sterl, I'm trying to do something real nice for this young lady. I've been trying to get her attention. She has an affinity for bags, and I want to go get her a nice bag. So you know me. Like I said, I'm the coupon king. People that know me. You know what it is. I said, bruh, if whatever you see in those malls attached to the hotels, the Forum shops and all those places, you can get the exact same thing down at the Outlets Mall. At the end of the strip, South Strip, 1.5 miles past Mandalay Bay, go down there and get whatever you want to get for the low. So he's talking Gucci, he's talking Louis, he's talking all them names I don't even know, okay? I don't know them names of them bags. But he did say Birkin. I said, oh, you've been listening to Cardi B too. But Cardi B, she got it like that. And all those famous Megan, they can do that. They doing it real big. Glow can get it now because they came up in a certain way and they can spoil themselves that way. Very few of us have that excess capital around. So he said, all right, Sterl, I'm going to go down there. All right. Well, do your thing, So he went down there. Now, I haven't heard from him since before the holidays, okay? So he said he was going to the outlet shop to get the girl he's trying to get attention, a nice bag for Christmas. And he mentioned all those designers that you all know and I just don't know. And ain't mad I don't know, okay? So he went down there. I hear from him last night. Now, last night, Tennessee Volunteers won an incredible basketball game, SEC victory versus Mississippi State, a tough team in the SEC. I'm working, doing my thing. Awesome. Vol Nation, love you. And so I come out of the arena and I get a call from my friend. So I hadn't talked to him in a month or so now, so I answer the phone. And he says to me, Sterl, what's up, man? What's up? What's up, man? What you doing? I finished DJing the basketball game. I'm working, okay? I just finished DJing the basketball game. We won. Crowd was amazing. Boys played incredible. You know, the vibe was there. Big SEC win. He said, Sterl, I wanted to holler at you, man. I need a favor. What you need, baby? You know, I got you. You know, you remember when I called you and I tried to hit them licks last month when I was in Vegas? Man, I want to tell you, I took your advice. Sterl, I took your advice. I said, Sterl, I didn't buy the bag from the store in the malls, in the Crystals where I was at. That's a big mall at City Center where, you know, the Aria is. And I didn't buy it, and I went and checked out the Forum Shops and the Venetians Mall. I didn't buy it from there. I went down to the outlet. What? All right, well, that's what's up. You saved, man, I saved a whole lot of money. But I spent $25,000. I said, what? What you get for $25,000, dog? What's y'all know me, cheap Sterl. 25 grand? What kind of bag you get for 25 grand? But Sterl, I got a good price on it because it was regularly retail $75,000. $75,000 for a pocketbook? Man, hold up, dog. Now, I'm going to keep it real with you guys because you guys know people like this. Like, the name of this person is not important, but the story is. I said, look, man, let me keep it real with you. So I'm outside. Everybody knows it's cold right now in Knoxville, Tennessee, and most of the country. We got an Arctic blast that's kicking much. Keep it going. So I said, man, I stopped in my tracks. I said, bro, you mean to tell me you spent 25 grand on a pocketbook trying to impress a girl that you just knew for 2-3 months? Yeah, man, she acting like she didn't want to get with her brother no more. So I'm outside. I'm outside now taking this call, and it's cold. I got my controller in one hand, phone in the other, computer on my back. So my hands are cold. I ain't got no gloves on. So I had to pause. I said, well, bro, you know, what you need? What you need, man? You know, I got you. I got you. So if I need a whole $50, I'll pay you back next week. You need a whole $50, and you'll pay me back next week. So I said, look here, man. Don't even worry about it. I'm going to cash app you this 50 right now. Don't worry about paying me back. Don't even worry about it. You ain't blocking my blessing. You my man. I got you. I got the 50. Yeah, man, thanks, bro, because I need that because my phone going to get cut off. So when somebody say that to me after me trying to convey information to you about a month ago, and I know you were tuned in and you didn't listen, that gave me a lane to say what I said next. I said, bro, so just so you know how I'm thinking, you 40 years old, almost 38, you live with your mother, you hit a lick in Vegas and spent 25 grand on a pocketbook trying to impress a young lady. No disrespect, not judging anyone in the scenario, but I am going to speak about the scenario itself. And you need 50 to keep your cell phone on right now with that emergency voice. Bruh, you keep that 50. Do not pay me back. I'm going to cash app you right now. You can't block my blessing. But all I'm saying is, if you spent 25, and I know him, he probably made a little more at wherever he was gambling on at the tables, the slot machines in Las Vegas, to spend 25 on a bag, and you didn't put that on a house or pay all the bills up at your mom's crib for a few months. Now, I know some of you guys are laughing. I'm looking at the comments. Some of you guys are laughing at my man. I get it because, you know, like my girl Coyle Ray said, girls are players too. And she wasn't just talking about on the basketball court. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Not judging, but it's funny. The who doesn't matter, but the story does. And I'm just giving, although that's an extreme true story, I just hope no one else that's hearing this podcast right now is experiencing it on a smaller level. The process of getting a smile on someone you love doesn't always have to be materialistic. Janet Jackson, my wife in my mind, and the late, great Luther Vandross made the songs, The Best Things of Life Are Free. And sometimes it takes a little bit of creativity in your mind to recognize what you should be thankful for that doesn't cost one red nickel. And these are things that you need in life that cost a red nickel: your light bill, utilities, phone, food. Those got a cost to them. And all I'm asking is that we all continue, even myself, even as cheap as I am, continue to be more financially responsible. Because again, that credit score is even more important now than in your age. Those numbers mean more than your age. And let's be mindful of that. So I'm going to keep it moving. Let me see who else is in on here. Cantrell, what's going on? I see you. Jared, what's going on? My sister laughing out there. Hey, Toy Deneen, I already know. Say less. Who else? James, I see you. All right. Got some people joining in. Todd. Oh, my goodness. Eugenia Johnson. Hey, Batney. Todd, what's going on, baby? Shay Ron, what's really good? I see you on the vibe line. Lorraine, what's going on? Got some people tuned in. All right, next topic I wanted to cover on the go in. And we go in. We go so far in, we come out the back door. So you guys stay tuned because this one is about to be really real in the field. We're going to talk about the new NIL piece that's happening in college athletics right now. All right? The new NIL piece that's happening in college athletics, and from understanding in some areas of the country, is piped all the way down to AAU and high school athletics. So the NIL piece is name, image, and likeness. That's what NIL stands for. Name, image, and likeness of the athlete. And as an ex-athlete, I'm so happy that, you have athletes now being able to profit from their name, image, and likeness. For so long, the schools have been able to profit on that. It was a famous group of guys, and because I haven't talked to them, I won't say their name. But they were a famous group of basketball players and on the collegiate level that, as a unit together on a Sunday night, because people don't realize in most colleges, probably 90% of the colleges in America, the athletes on scholarship do not get food to eat past 3 o'clock on Sunday. I'll say it again. Scholarship athletes back then did not get food as part of their scholarship past 3 p.m. on Sunday. It was 3 hots in a cot and so on and so forth, but not on Sunday. So that don't mean that as athletes you're not hungry on Sunday. But Monday morning is when you find most of the athletes in every sport at training table, and that's when you get the most fellowship across sports. So this one famous group of incredible athletes were all together. It was 5 of them. And they had $6 between them. $6 back in the day. And these guys were creating tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars, definitely tens of millions of dollars for the university because of who they are and what they did. They had $6 one Sunday night. Hungry. And they went to a place to eat, got something to eat. Fortunately, the owner of the place was there and, gave him enough with the $6 between the five of them. Gave him a nice snack. I wouldn't say meal, but snack to where, their stomach wasn't growling anymore. It wasn't full, but it wasn't growling. Then on the walk back to the dorm, the athletic dorm back then when the NCAA had them, they walked past their jerseys in the athletic store window. And one of them is famous for making a statement. They sold, I was just told that over 30,000 units of my jersey was sold. And I'm seeing that it's costing $70, $70 per jersey, and I didn't get not one dime from it. So this has gone on for years. So I get it. You guys are getting information about these guys making a lot of money now for their name, image, and likeness contracts to go to these schools. And schools now have to find the funds to lure athletes, creme de la creme athletes, to the university, and also have some funds to support their name, image, and likeness deal. It's upsetting a lot of fans, especially on the collegiate level. Fans are getting, in their own feelings. Because, they're getting paid. They should do this. No. Wait a minute. They're getting paid, but that money's always been there. Whatever college that you are a fan of, if you go back 3 years, name, image, and likeness has been in play for 3 years now. I say 2, but let's go 3. And you go back to the beginning of time, so to this 2025, go back to at least 2021, 2022 early, okay? To the beginning of time, think of how much money your university made off that All-American at the school that you love. How many jerseys were sold? How many times he or she went up to a fan, signed the autograph, and stomach growling? But you just knew they were great athletes, so you thought they had it going all the way on. They had it going so far on, they had it going off. And now we're at a time where there are hundreds of thousands, in some cases millions of dollars that athletes are making at the collegiate level. And let's take it another step further. You have an All-American athlete, again, go prior to 2022, to the beginning of time, who was getting all these accolades on the cover of all these incredible sports magazines, and the world loves them, loves her, and they have financial issues at home. After 3 o'clock on Sunday, their stomach growled till 6 a.m. Monday to go to training table. So then you incorporate the transfer portal. So now you got NIL deals, name, image, and likeness deals. Then you have a transfer portal. And I'm going to bring them together soon, but I'm going to stay on the transfer portal right now. The transfer portal is now allowing athletes to transfer schools without a penalty. What was the prior penalty back in the day? The penalty back in the day was if you transferred schools, you had to sit out a year. Okay? So if you left a school from another school to go to another school, you had to sit out a year. Now you can transfer without sitting out with no penalty. And even if I recall, it was a moment when you had to sit out longer if you transferred schools inside a conference. So if you transferred at one point, you had to make sure you had to transfer outside the conference that you originally were in. Now you're able to transfer without any penalty. Okay? So that's what the transfer portal is about. So the transfer portal in athletics now have a situation where the athlete can leave a school. Now, Sterling, do you support this? Sterl the Pearl, what's going on? Yes, I do. And this is why. You have situations where the coach that recruited the athlete to the school has left. But the masses, the fan base doesn't know it because that coach was likely an assistant coach. Okay? And there are times when head coaches get removed from their positions and athletes have to stay, but the most likely scenario is that the assistant coach is leaving, the guy that recruited you. And then there's a situation where the guy that now coaches your position, especially in football where there are more positions, or the assistant coach in basketball or baseball and, track and other sports that create income for the schools, they leave. Then a coach that comes in and take your position, the assistant coach that comes in, is probably someone from a school that didn't recruit you. And I can tell you this right now, you pick up any athlete on the planet, I don't care who they are, even the great, phenomenal Hall of Famers that you know, not every school recruited every athlete coming out of high school. Not every school wanted that athlete at that school. They had their selection of schools that recruited them. So I say that because not every school likes every athlete. Okay? It's a change in athletics now with this transfer portal. And it's the big adjustment is not for the players in this situation. The big adjustment is for the fans. Because what you have to remember, the athletes are young, 18 to 22. They're ambitious, and they come to play, and they have a goal they want to reach in their athletic career. And, they chose that school, although those that love schools, like I love the University of Tennessee now, they love their school. 90% of the reason why they chose your school is because of that coach that recruited them. Okay? So when I was an athlete, coaches left all the time. They're doing it now. Coaches left all the time, but the athlete couldn't leave. You were almost kidnapped to the school. So what I mean by kidnap? Well, you couldn't leave because if the coach left past your sophomore year, nobody wanted you to come to their school to play for 1 year because the next 5-star recruit is behind you coming in. And they got 4 years. So they're not going to use a scholarship on you for 1 year when they can use it on someone for 4 years. So now the new coach comes in. He's recruited someone else to play your position. And he may not have liked you coming out of high school. He may have told a story to that recruit that's coming in that on his word to their parents, his coach, her coach at the high school, trying to shake things up and put his 2 feet down and stand 10 toes down on the new coaching staff he's a part of. So what does he do? He plays the new guy. Now you've been there 3 years, you've played, 4 years, you've played, you've started, and then, you led all the sprints during winter workouts. You did the extra sets in the weight room. You kept players out of trouble. You were looked at as a leader on the team. You go through 2-a-days, and then you're lightweight told by your coach, your new position coach, help this guy who just potentially may have more genetic structure and more athletic ability than you have. Teach him things about the position to take yours. Then that new guy comes in, makes a big splash, ends up being All-American, whatever sport that is, and you're not playing. And the fans are not cheering for him or her. See where I'm going with this? You have an athlete that dedicated 3 to 4 years of his life or her life to a university and a system that changed, that he had to help change and sit still for to a coach that's now coaching them that he has no loyalty to you. So here comes the transfer portal for those scenarios. Okay? So the transfer portal. Joe Burrows leaves Ohio State behind 2 first-round draft choices. Goes to LSU, wins the national championship, becomes a first-round draft choice. Michael Penix, for wanting to go to one school, I will not say what it is, in high school, committed to the school as a sophomore, did not take any more visits because that's the school he wanted to go to. School changes head coaches. The new head coach tells him, we don't want you. There are no scholarships left. His senior year, he finds a place to go. Gets there, does his thing, gets hurt. Didn't get a chance to play for the school he wanted to play for. Because of the transfer portal. Puts together an incredible campaign, makes him one of the highest picks in the draft, currently starting in the National Football League. This is what the transfer portal does. But no one talks about that guy who had to have that freshman come in and takes his position. Ends up being All-American, ends up being an incredible professional. He couldn't leave. But his story is he's a professional, just not athletics. I know that one because I hadn't talked to the people I'm speaking about. I'm not able to say any names. So that's the transfer portal. So this is how the name, image, and likeness and the transfer portal come together now. It's a totally new day in athletics, people, especially college. Totally new day. Like I said, we go so far in on the go-in, we come out the back door. I'm going in now. So now you got a situation where with the transfer portal, name, image, and likeness, and coaches watching every player on every team, and coaches under pressure to win every year by their phenomenal fan bases, players are leaving other schools to go to other schools, players leaving the school they're at to go to other schools to make more money. Now, there's no wrong in that, but it takes some adjusting. The big adjustment is coming from the people who are fans of their beloved universities because we got to get out our own way because we don't want them to leave. I can't believe he's leaving us. Yeah, but you don't say that when you get the 5-star to come to you. You don't say that when a person leaves another school to come to you. The deal is this, in the coaching, especially at the heavy income producing sports, they understand that. They understand it. They understand their jobs. They understand the culture. And those that don't understand it, they're doing everything they can to understand it. Because for all of these years, you had hungry athletes on Sunday who couldn't take care of their families. And unfortunately, whether you recognize it or not, they are the leaders of their families back home. A lot of people had had a lot of ambition and had a lot of reasons why they had to make the professional level than others. The majority had to make the professional level. Their anxiety, their gumption, their fight, their drive came from trying to take care of something that it was put on them just because of order they are in the family or what they've done and what people looked at them as being. Athletes have changed enormously, and I say changed, I mean as far as what they're able to do in the past 3 years than the history of any athletic moment in America. Any athletic moment in America. I'm going to try to get this mic to come back up because you saw it falling down, but that's all right. We're working. It's heavy. It's one of them good mics. It was my mic. If I wasn't at ProMotion Studios, it wouldn't be falling. But it's changed. And as fans, now that I'm a fan and not a player anymore, we have to learn to adapt to this. So don't judge an athlete if they leave your school. Don't judge them. There are scenarios that have been shown in recent history where it could benefit the school, the person, and, goals of an athlete's athletic career. It has shown where, two, which is not highlighted enough, where, guys get in the transfer portal and they ain't got nowhere to go. They don't have anywhere to go. There's been times when people want to get the NIL and transfer portal option and bring it all together, and then all of a sudden they go to a situation where it's a lot less money and playing time, if any. So they're both sides of it. These are incredibly tough decisions that athletes have to make right now, and families need to support these athletes. And fortunately, these incredible universities are now putting more silos inside of their umbrella of what they offer athletes coming out of high school. Now, I'm thankful to say the University of Tennessee cares about you academically, mentally, physically, health-wise. I can boast on that because I've seen it, and they've got people heading those silos that are, hands-on with you, and I'm certain, other great universities are doing it, but I can vouch and verify for the University of Tennessee. Things are in place to make you more than just a better athlete with a championship mentality. Things in place to make you a much better person from when you walk in the door and when you walk out of there with that degree. But I wanted to just share a little bit with my fans across the world that are, not liking the way athletics are right now. But, and I believe they've gone a little bit further than they should to create something that's been 200 years old. I get it. But, I'd rather them err to too much than to too little because of all the time that it wasn't there. It's going to get under control as things do when it gets under control to where who says not under control now? And it might go further, and people might be an opportunity to make even more money on the collegiate level. But the funds are there. You check the money these television stations are paying for the games, the money that these conference stations are making. The money's there. It's there. But, I hope it escalates under control. And I hope there's more money and more resources available for these athletes. Because I was part of a time where, you got a scholarship, you had a couple of pair of pants to wear, a couple of shirts to wear around school, and you had no money to take your girlfriend to the movies. But because you are who you are, it's assumed that you do. I wanted to touch those topics today. Financial responsibility and bills after the holidays, and talk a little bit about the name and likeness and transfer portal inside collegiate athletes. And not judging either one of those topics. I just have an opinion, and those are just mine. I get it if you don't agree. Hope I enlightened some people on some information that you didn't have about those topics. But, I just wanted to share that. So I'm just sharing. That's all I'm doing. And, hey, hope you have a great day. It's your boy, DJ Sterl the Pearl on the go in. I went in. I'm coming back out. We're going to start having some incredible people here on the show with me, telling about their journey, awesome accomplishments of their life, Phenomenal things are coming to you on the Go In for 2025. We're going to be live 2025, baby. Whoa! It's going down like 4 flat tires without a spare. So make sure you come here at the Go In. You know how we do every time I leave you. All my party people, you must party right and don't fight. And please stay alive and don't drink and drive. So till the next time, it's your boy DJ Sterl the Pro on the Vibe Line. My party people, continue to let that peace sign be your shrine. So to them, my friends, y'all get them up and y'all keep them up. 2 fingers.